With the first day of monsoon session of Parliament completely washed out, an under-fire Sushma Swaraj has launched a counter-offensive ahead of the second day of Parliament. Sushma Swaraj fired a fresh salvo, tweeting that a Congress leader was pressing her hard to give diplomatic passport to the coal scam accused. In what could be signs of another stormy day in Parliament, the foreign minister said she will disclose the name of the leader on the floor of the House. Sushma's offensive comes in the backdrop of Congress's move to stall the House's over Lalit Modi controversy. And earlier in the day, we spoke to, in fact, consulting editor Rajdeep Sardesai spoke to Congress leader Tom Vadakan. Let's quickly listen in to that conversation.
We have seen this kind of blackmails earlier. Would she tell us who prompted her, whether it was her husband or daughter who prompted her to give this visa to the fugitive? First, let her expose that. We are willing for any exposure. We are not bothered. But tell her to come clean. She is a cabinet minister. She has gone against the code of conduct as a cabinet minister. She was silent till now. Now she finds an excuse of naming other people. She is welcome to do it.
Let's go across to Ashar Ahmed Khan, who joins us live for more on this story. Now, Ashar, for a party, the Congress party, which is usually quite reserved or, conservative with responding to criticism almost immediately, it appears with the way spokesmen are coming out and criticizing Sushma Swaraj, it's pretty clear that, the Congress is not going to take this line down. Before I come across to you, Ashar, let me quickly go across to Mr. Sanjay Kaul, who joins us on the phone line. Mr. Kaul, do you think that this is an attempt, the Congress feels that this is an attempt to divert attention away from the Lalit Modi saga?
No, I don't see that. I see this as part of the same equation. If they are so persistent about that incident, then they should welcome any transparency on the subject if one of their members has been involved in a similar request. And I think Mrs. Swaraj is being pretty upset. And this talk about blackmailing is very strange because the Congress is blackmailing the nation, it's blackmailing the Parliament, and on a whim. There's absolutely nothing to this subject.
No, Mr. Kaul, is this not an eye for an eye approach?
Well, it's not an eye for an eye approach for the simple reason that if somebody is interested in wrongdoing, they should be interested in wrongdoing of all sorts. You can't say if it's wrongdoing on your part, it's fine, but if it's wrongdoing on part of the Congress people, then it's not acceptable. So you do agree that it's part of the same process. The Congress should welcome it. In fact, they should have asked. I think the Congress president should be very concerned and she should have immediately asked, who is this person? Because how can you fight a battle when your own members are involved in something of the same sort? So this is the Congress's attempt and they are at pains to explain their position. If they are so keen on the truth, then they should be keen on the whole truth.
Okay. Sanjay Kaul, many thanks for joining us this morning. Let's go back now to Ashar Ahmed Khan, who joins us from outside Parliament. Ashar, what really is the Congress's strategy now?
Well, clearly one thing is for sure that both sides have dug their heels in and this is going to play itself out in the coming session of Parliament. Apart from that, the Congress party is saying that this is nothing short of blackmail, and also we are yet to get an official response. In fact, what we expect is that in an hour's time there would be an official response by the Congress party to this. But as far as the general perception is concerned, the Congress party is not willing to back off. What sources say is that she should tell us the name of that concerned person, and after that, that does not absolve from whatever the foreign minister did in the case of Lalit Modi. So what the Congress party is saying is that two wrongs do not make a right, and secondly, why was she quiet for such a long period of time? Why didn't she say this earlier? Well,
Ashar, from what, and it's interesting that you mentioned that particular point, because as far as the Congress is concerned, I believe that their strategy, we were speaking to Tom Vadakan also, is to first find out when did this incident actually happen of Sushma Swaraj being pressurized. If this must have happened recently, then she has every reason to actually raise it right now. But if this had happened, say, a year ago, obviously this is post her becoming the External Affairs Minister, then it would come across as, an initiative on the part of the ruling party to embarrass the Congress with a charge, with a counter charge.
Well, absolutely. That is what the Congress party is saying as of now. But apart from all that, what we expect is that the entire affair is going to get much more sordid, much more muddy. You can be rest assured that Parliament will not transact any business today. This is going to be one of the major flashpoints. Now we've seen that now there is going to be no flexibility. Both sides have dug their heels in, and it will play itself out.
Do tell us, Ashar, a little about this MOS Coal. What sort of involvement did he have in the Coalgate scam? And do we have any idea who that person was, that congressman who was apparently pressing Sushma Swaraj very hard for a diplomatic passport?
Well, at the moment, there is nothing which is coming out as far as who the Congress person was. But on the other hand, as far as Santosh Bagrodia is concerned, he was a member of Parliament of the Congress party from Rajasthan. In fact, he was MOS coal in the first UPA government. After that, when the entire Coalgate scam came to light, there were allegations against him and cases going on against him. So that is that as far as Santosh Bagrodia is concerned. But on the other hand, if you look at the entire entire process, what we expected was that there would be a statement or some sort of discussion and the matter would end. Now it is virtually becoming one-on-one between the Congress and the BJP, with the foreign minister tweeting that there is a congressman who was also pressurizing her for a diplomatic passport. So in a nutshell, there is going to be major fireworks in Parliament. In about an hour's time, we'll see the Congress president, the vice president sitting on a dharna inside the Parliament complex also.
Absolutely, and even as we speak, senior Congress leader and member of Parliament from Rajya Sabha, Digvijay Singh, has also started tweeting. Let me quickly go across to Kamaljeet Sandhu, who also joins us from outside Parliament. Kamaljeet, it's very, very clear now that this confrontation position is now going to continue, and there is absolutely no sign of any form of reconciliation between not the Treasury and the opposition benches, but the Congress and the BJP.
Sanket, bang on. In fact, there will be a lot of ruckus, a lot of chaos and a lot of loud noises, a shouting match really. But definitely as far as Congress and BJP are concerned, both are a point of confrontation. And what we know is that two wrongs don't make a right. So with the Congress being belligerent, we know BJP has taken a very aggressive stand. What their strategy is going to be is trying to get a debate on the floor of the House. Now, we know that Sushma has been preparing for our statement, but her going ahead and tweeting saying that she will name the Congress leader who wanted a diplomatic passport for the MOS coal, goes ahead and says this fight is going to really aggravate. So perhaps today in Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, we are going to see the same sort of pandemonium which we saw earlier. But definitely this time the fight is really going to go further on. This is something that they've been pitching for, but BJP not letting down. And many people are saying that this is perhaps not the right strategy. This is obviously about a quid pro quo. And if they're demanding resignation of Vasundhara Raje, of Sushma Swaraj, and even Shivraj Chauhan, BJP owes an answer to the nation. An aggressive stance doesn't mean that they will not be answering. Perhaps that's the strategy BJP wants. They want to say that they're ready for a debate. They want to have a healthy discussion on the floor of the House. That's the assurance they have given, and they're saying the Congress doesn't want that. So perhaps a lot of tutu meme in the Parliament today.
That's right. Now, Kamaljeet, let me quickly show you and our viewers tweets from Digvijay Singh, a series of tweets that Digvijay Singh has actually made ever since Sushma Swaraj's tweets actually came to light. He says, "Your tactics of disrupting parliamentary proceedings has paid you dividends politically, isn't it? So why complain now? Smile and bear." Now, another thing that he says, 3 questions to Sushma ji. Did you not violate rules of business as decided by cabinet? Did you not violate your oath of office? And third, did you not violate established protocol for foreign minister by calling British High Commissioner directly? If so, shouldn't you resign? So one thing is very clear as far as the Congress party is concerned, that there is absolutely no way they are going to relent from their position as far as Sushma Swaraj is concerned, despite the fact that she has chosen to highlight the whole case of Mr. Santosh Bagrodia. Who is Santosh Bagrodia, that gentleman, and how is he involved in the coal scam running on your screen at this moment? So, Ashar, it is very clear that the Congress party has decided that they are not going to back down. So, if this were an approach, perhaps either number one, to absolve Sushma Swaraj's attempt to absolve herself from charges of favoring Lalit Modi, or perhaps to go for a tit-for-tat approach to weaken the Congress's defense, that doesn't seem to be cutting much ice.
Well, absolutely, Sanket. You know, the Congress is an opposition. It is reduced to 44 members. It has no official authority as far as it is not holding any constitutional post. While on the other hand, BJP is a robust party with 283 MPs. Sushma Swaraj is the foreign minister. So in this battle, there is much to lose as far as the foreign minister is concerned. Because on the other hand, the Congress has very less to lose. That is why the sides are ready for a fight. This tit-for-tat only ensures that this is going to be a long drawn out battle, and we'll have to wait and watch as to how things pan themselves out.
When exactly is this disclosure supposed to happen, Usher? Do we have some clarity on that? What exact time will this happen?
Well, Sanket, nobody has any clarity on what exact time this disclosure will have. For this disclosure to happen, there needs to be functioning of the House. The functioning of the House will only take place when all parties decide that a discussion will have to take place, and when the foreign minister will speak. Since this is not going to be decided, perhaps the name might just not come out only during the entire course of the day. And that accusation will perhaps go to the Congress party, which the BJP will make, that the Congress is not letting discussion take place because the name of Congress leaders will come out.
So 11 a.m. will be interesting to see what actually happens on the floor of the House. Lok Sabha is going to reconvene today after the obituary references yesterday. Ashar Ahmad Khan as well as Kamaljeet Sandhu, many thanks for joining us at this moment.